Okay, I'm Heather Pierce. This is my brother Alistair Pierce, and we're part of Rise and Shine Pastured Eggs on the Fleurieu Peninsula.
So we grew up on a family farm on Eyre Peninsula. I was working there with Dad until I moved to Adelaide. We're basically grown up on a farm.
I'm a registered occupational therapist, and I guess in my work with clients in Broken Hill, I would come across a lot of people who the traditional therapy model wasn't working. Often they wanted a job, they wanted to be financially independent and not reliant on the disability support pension, and they also wanted, I guess, networks, work people outside of their immediate carers. So I guess after Alistair and I purchased this 4 years ago, we then started looking at ways that we could use the land, I guess, more meaningfully. And we went and visited some friends in the southeast, and they had a pastured egg set up. So I guess fast forward, well, that was 2 years ago, and now we're at 2,500 chickens.
Hi, I'm Stephen Verco. I'm a poultry farm worker here at Rise and Shine, and yeah, I love it. I like being part of the Rise and Shine team because just the team. The team's really good. We get along well. We get together before shift. We work out who's doing what. And if there's any issues, we all get together and help each other out. So she's beaut, mate. We love it. People I work with are really good. Alistair and obviously Heather look after us the best they can, and we enjoy it, and we enjoy each other's company when we come out here. We have a bit of a laugh and banter as we do our job, you know, because different circumstances come up, and yeah, we get along really good. So safety is pretty important on farm. Obviously, you've got to wear the right equipment, boots and that. Can get quite slippery and muddy and dirty at times. Sometimes we'll mask up. If it's in the summertime, it gets really dusty and blows a lot of dust around, so we mask up every now and then. But the winter time's not so bad because the rain sort of keeps all the dust down and the grass starts coming up. And the chooks love that too, you know, this time of year, so everything starts growing. It gives them a bit more extra free range and feed and grasp what they got to eat. So yeah, safety glasses every now and then if we've got to do, you know, the hands-on tool stuff. So yeah, and when I'm whipping, obviously the earmuffs go on, and yeah, the mask, and make sure, you know, long sleeve shirts are on, long pants, and yeah, away we go. Yeah, love it. Do drive the tractor here, so the feeders get emptied every now and then, so yeah, got to go around and make sure we do all our checks on the tractor and make sure everything's working well, and away we go. We come into the paddock and we hook up, and yeah, we go off and we load up from the silo, and yeah, it's all pretty good, mates. I love it. My confidence, I've always had the confidence of working in as a team, obviously from previous experiences from what I've had. I did struggle there for a little while personally, but this is really, I found this, and it's really helped me in my confidence and got me back on my feet and the fresh air and things like that. So no, I'm really grateful for Heather and Alistair for giving me the opportunity to work here. I love it.
Our program caters for, I guess, a variety of people with different disabilities. Because of the terrain, it's quite hilly, and we need to be able to get in and out of the caravans. It isn't overly suitable for people in wheelchairs, but the NDIS participants that we support, some have autism, some have Down syndrome, some have hearing impairment, some have an intellectual disability.
The communication between us, because we're not here every day, is a pretty big part of it. We mainly run off of a Facebook chat group, and anything that happens here gets mentioned on there, so everyone's on the same page. Everyone knows what needs to be done, what's been done, and yeah, seems to work pretty well.
I'm Jinder Holland. I started off as a farm worker, and I've been here for a year. and now I'm a support worker, and I love this job really much. At the start, it was a challenge for me, just to adapt with the outdoor environment, adapt with the chickens. But as I had gained more experience with the chicken, and of course with the team, they helped me out a lot, just make me feel at ease, pretty much. So it gave me quite good privilege to be outdoor, because I never used to work outdoor before in the farm. So yeah, a safe workplace for me is obviously teamwork. So there's no one get left behind. As a support worker, I'm there to help other clients do their job properly, and of course go through the safety procedures as such. Make sure that they are not slipping on the weather like we have now, winter. Make sure they've got the proper shoes on and whatnot. So of course, carrying the crate of eggs, make sure we bend our knees and whatnot, so not too much heavy load. What else is I think if we all have each other have an opinion of what is in a bad situation on the farm, we all banter together and say, right, this is not safe. We need to talk to Heather and Alistair, and of course they are on top of it. So yeah, I started off as a farm worker. I was lost where what I was doing in my daily work at the farm, but with the support that's out here that helps you guide along on what job needs to be done, they're pretty much we all got to be on the same page, pretty much. So if we're all in the same page, we work as a team, and it's just crucial that we definitely communicate to everyone that it's make sure that the farm is a safe environment. So safety is number one for this farm. Everyone's got the care of duty of making sure that they are wearing the right equipment, like boots, gum boots and whatnot. Obviously lifting the crates full of eggs, make sure they bend their knees. Also with the anything that's damaged at the trailer where the chickens are, we report to Heather and Alistair on what is not a safe environment. Of course, they are always on top of it, just to make sure that we do our job properly. And of course, we don't want any incident and that, so we want to make sure that this place is all safe for all the staff here, that we do make sure that we do our job properly. Yeah, I've been here for a year. I've never done an outdoor job before. I've been been working in factories and in the kitchen and that. So I've pretty much first time a year ago, I've never felt comfortable outside actually because of the chickens and that. So became close to them as my shift gone by. Obviously, outdoor wise, you can't get a better view than this. Hey, like this farm work is good. Like I quite enjoy being outdoor. I'm not. I wouldn't say. I think I feel like fresh air. I feel less stressed. You know what I mean? Like it suits me. Hey, it suits me really well being outdoor.
I think the first thing there is just to be a bit flexible. So, for example, and look at what part of the task that person might have difficulty with. So, for example, when Jinder started, the chickens can be quite noisy when you're in the caravan with them, and that was really it was a sensory overload for Jinder. So he just wore noise-cancelling headphones in the caravans. He's used to them now and he doesn't need to do that, but I think it's being open to what is that person struggling with and what can we put in place to make that a bit easier.
That probably ties in a bit to the not making assumptions. Yeah, most people, you just think if it's loud, they do something to cut the noise down. But it's probably more important in this environment to listen to what they're saying rather, as a manager, you're used to telling people what to do and just have them do it, but you really need to listen more to what their needs are to match them, and then they're happy doing the job and you end up with a good employee out of it. With the nature of the disabilities with the people we've got working here, a lot of them haven't been respected in the past, like they've been made fun of for their disabilities. So once they realise they're in a safe environment, they actually really love it. It brings out the best in them, and we've seen that with pretty much all the people here. Just the personal growth in them because they feel like they're in a safe place and they're being respected for who they are, which hasn't been a big part of their life before.
Yeah, and what we've also found is they're very supportive of each other. So we had a support worker who wasn't respectful towards them. So we had the opposite, like their job should be, demonstrating that, and she wasn't. And they actually, they really, gather around each other and said, we don't like it when she speaks to us like this. And it was really lovely to see that, that they recognise the importance of that being safe at work and what that creates.
If you took a traditional approach of just showing them and expecting them to do it, they probably wouldn't have lasted very long. But it's really one of those things where the more effort you put in, the more you get out of it.
Just seeing the difference that it makes in people's lives is probably one of the most rewarding parts that I've had of being part of this. And I'll give you an OT example. So often, I'll write a report saying that someone needs supports to shower regularly. And what we found with one of our participants, instead of needing that support worker to go and help them showering, because they were coming to work, they'd have a shower. So it solves a lot of those problems because they're intrinsically motivated to be part of it. It's not an external person saying, come and you need to do this. It's something they want to do. So I think because they feel that they're part of something and that we need them, there's an accountability part, which once you have those, I guess you get past that initial, I don't want to do that. You do want to do it because you'll see someone at work that you haven't seen all week, and all those social benefits of working.
So when we're training people on what to do here, we found it's really helpful breaking things down into almost kind of dot points. You'd think it'd be pretty simple to know clean and dirty egg, but you really need to specify what's clean and what's dirty, how to deal with them, what way to put them. Every step of that needs to be itemised, and that's how it turns into an easy job for people who haven't done it before.
Yeah. We have 10 employees and 6 of those haven't ever had a job before. So it's all new, and just understanding, I guess, or acknowledging that it is new, and you have to teach some of those really basic things, like I need you to fill your timesheet in, and I need you to,
respect social boundaries. And
yeah, exactly. And if someone tells you something, they've done it in confidence, so don't go tell everyone else. So some really like life skills that you actually don't get that through therapy. You don't get that through going with a support worker somewhere. You get that through a real life work environment, which is, I think that's one of the really valuable parts of the program.